Here I am at Harad Oriental in Alexandria, Virginia with my dear friend Zia. You know, he just showed me a 7.5 by 17 Serapi, which is a very unusual Kelly size. We just don't see very many of them. So the next rug he pulls out for me to take a look at is this. This is just an inch or two over 12 by 10. One of the things when you're looking at Serapi rugs, the real Serapis tend to be a little bit more square. Quite often rugs are made in 9 by 12. Serapis tended to be just a touch wider at about 10 by 12. Was a good size for them. So we see we just see a fantastic piece here that is very, very attractive. Let's take a closer look at this one. So what we see here is the classic Serapi medallion. We see it a red centerpiece on a blue background outlined with the off-white. The soft reds. You know, I keep mentioning color, but this is the color that we expect from the Serapi region. We can take a look at this and see that it's almost as if the red, we draw back and we can see the red becomes a super medallion almost, surrounded by what amounts to really a white field because it goes up on the side. Normally we see this, you know, in the corners, filling in the corner, but in this one we see that it continues up along the side of the red and surrounds it. So it's almost as if it's on a huge red medallion on a very narrow white field. Classic style. Some people call this the turtle design. Some people call it the samovar design. It's just a classic Persian rug design. This is very much what Serapis were late 19th, 1880, 1870, 1890, somewhere in that range. This is just a really nice rug. The knot counts aren't high on this. The knot counts are always, a Serapi is going to be under 100 knots per square inch. Now as we get down and close and look at the rug, we can see that it's, the old jewel tone colors. These look under a good light. I'm in a warehouse with fluorescent lights, so you don't get the real effect of it. But the color is fantastic. The knot count is very low. That's what we expect. Serapi rugs should always be under 100 knots per square inch. Of course, we compare them to something like an Isfahan, and if an Isfahan isn't at least 400 knots per square inch, then it's not considered. Of course, they go on up 400 to 1200, 1600 knots per square inch. But in a rug like this, in a Serapi, we're looking more in the 48 to 80 knots per square inch range. A rug should be appropriate and authentic to its type. This one is a fantastic example of that.